I have made 3 police state films. I have also, written books and news articles on the subject. And the problem is when you cover FEMA camps is there's so much evidence, so many congressional hearings, so many news articles, so many documents. The problem is knowing where to start.
There are over 180 concentration camps, quietly modified facilities which have sprung up and continue to spring up across the country, seemingly devoid of activity, yet requiring strange accoutrements such as barbed wire topped fencing, with the tops turned inward, and helicopter windsocks. Most have good logistical supportability, with major highways and railroad transport facilities adjacent to the sites. These facilities, many in remote areas across our country, are set up to become concentration detention camps, complete with gas chambers, for resistors and dissidents. Generally speaking, they're set up for dissenters, who will not go along with the New World Order. The resistors are gun owners who refuse to give up their weapons. The dissidents are Christians, patriots and constitutionalists. These camps are set up. I've seen many of them.
The FEMA plans to imprison American citizens have generated a lot of interest around the country in locating the potential prison camps throughout the country. At this level, it is a very large parking lot fenced on all sides by fence topped by barbed wire. It also has these electronically operated turnstiles. This U.S. Air Force train indicates federal and military involvement. Helicopter windsocks and markers are evident throughout the property. This small building is the only way into a particular fenced area. Inside this building we see more of the motion-activated detectors, electronic turnstiles, and prison bars. All of the renovations to this property have involved putting in new fencing, electronic turnstiles, concrete flooring in unused warehouse buildings, and putting in large gas furnaces on buildings that were never heated any time in the past 20 years. In yet another fenced area, we see a large warehouse building at the end, with the electronic turnstiles in front of it. The building is one that has a new concrete floor, and its doors and windows have all been blocked. Outside there are new gas pipes. Even as we were filming, a black helicopter flew over us, observing what we were doing. The gas lines and gas pipes at the facility run the length of the buildings. And come out at some very, very large, brand new furnaces that have been installed at the buildings throughout the facility.
In Beech Grove, some research on the so-called furnaces into AGA gas. The so-called furnaces are exhaust fans. AGA Gas Incorporated sells mostly asphyxiation-type gases. You can verify this by doing a search via Dogpile for AGA Gas Incorporated, and then look for website MDs, and they will list the gases. Regulators are used to regulate pressure and gas mixtures.
Inside the fenced area on the other side of the building, you'll see signs that say Red Zone, right up next to the railroad tracks that run the length of the fenced area. Next to the Red Zone sign, you can see closely numbered markers on the fences that are too closely spaced to be parking markers, just as if they plan to have people line up to board the trains.
It seems that this is indeed a death camp for those on the red and blue list. It can process 26,000 people every 24 hours. The site has since been cleaned up to look inconspicuous. The boxcar, gas chamber, building fence is marked with special red-blue zone signs. This corresponds to the mission of the red blue lists under martial law. This will become a death camp. They're only going to handle category 1 and 2, red and blue, people there. This boxcar facility will be used for execution. One of the barns is large enough to put 4 boxcars into. There are powered vents on the top of the barn to vent the gas out of the building after the boxcars have been fumigated. All of the buildings have newly installed 6-inch gas pipes and furnaces installed in all railroad barns. FEMA has allocated $6 million to make the walls and roofs of the buildings airtight. Under martial law, this facility could be immediately used as an SS-style termination gas chamber.
Storm's coming.